What if the world's greatest historical treasure wasn't made of gold, but of millions of forgotten documents hidden behind the ancient walls of Vatican City? Behind towering Renaissance architecture and centuries-old stone walls stands one of the most extraordinary historical collections ever assembled by human civilization. Every year, millions of visitors admire St. Peter's Basilica, unaware that one of history's greatest archives quietly exists only a short distance away. For generations, mysterious legends have transformed this remarkable collection into the center of countless books, documentaries, and conspiracy theories around the world. Some stories claim forgotten books of the Bible rest inside its shelves, while others imagine hidden chambers protecting secrets capable of rewriting history forever. Although these legends are fascinating, the verified historical record reveals an equally extraordinary story built upon authentic documents rather than popular imagination. The origins of this collection reach back nearly 2,000 years to the earliest centuries of Christianity throughout the expanding Roman Empire. Traveling bishops, merchants, scholars, and royal messengers carried handwritten letters, official decrees, and fragile papyrus scrolls between distant Christian communities. Every document preserved another important moment, allowing future generations to understand how religion, politics, diplomacy, and culture gradually evolved across Europe. As Christianity expanded, the Church accumulated royal correspondence, legal records, theological writings, diplomatic reports, and carefully copied manuscripts from countless regions. Kings, queens, emperors, and noble families exchanged beautifully handwritten letters with successive popes discussing wars, alliances, marriages, and political negotiations. Each royal letter carried colorful wax seals, elegant signatures, official crests, and diplomatic language reflecting the power struggles of medieval Europe. Inside quiet monasteries, skilled scribes patiently copied manuscripts using feather quill pens, handmade parchment, mineral pigments, and brilliant sheets of decorative gold leaf. Their remarkable craftsmanship transformed ordinary religious texts into illuminated masterpieces that combined breathtaking artwork with invaluable historical knowledge. Beautiful medieval maps illustrated kingdoms, coastlines, mountain ranges, rivers, pilgrimage routes, and distant territories long before satellites transformed modern navigation. These carefully drawn maps guided merchants, explorers, diplomats, and religious pilgrims across an unpredictable world filled with opportunity, danger, and constant political change. As the centuries passed, priceless manuscripts accumulated faster than churches, monasteries, and private libraries could safely preserve their growing collections. Fire, humidity, insects, accidental damage, armed conflicts, and simple aging threatened thousands of irreplaceable documents containing centuries of recorded human history. Church leaders realized these remarkable collections required stronger protection, better organization, and permanent preservation before priceless knowledge disappeared forever. In 1612, Pope Paul V ordered the creation of a centralized archive where millions of valuable manuscripts could finally be preserved under careful supervision. Master archivists organized leather-bound books, diplomatic correspondence, royal letters, scientific observations, papal decrees, and medieval chronicles onto endless wooden shelves. Few people realized that this practical decision would eventually inspire one of history's greatest mysteries, captivating historians, researchers, and curious minds for centuries. The growing collection eventually became known as the Vatican Secret Archive, a title that sparked centuries of fascination, misunderstanding, and endless public speculation. The mystery began with a simple translation because the Latin word secretum originally described the Pope's private archive rather than hidden secrets. As languages evolved across Europe, the ordinary meaning of private slowly transformed into the far more mysterious meaning of secret. Artists painted endless underground libraries illuminated by candlelight, towering bookshelves, hidden chambers, and forgotten passageways beneath the Vatican. Writers filled novels with mysterious relics, coded manuscripts, ancient prophecies, and forbidden knowledge protected from the outside world. Hollywood later transformed these imaginative stories into thrilling adventures that convinced millions of viewers extraordinary secrets were waiting to be discovered. Yet historians repeatedly point toward authentic evidence rather than sensational myths when studying the Vatican's remarkable historical collections. Today, the Vatican Apostolic Archive stretches for nearly 53 miles of shelving, making it one of the largest documentary collections on Earth. Long wooden shelves support leather-bound volumes, medieval codices, handwritten manuscripts, diplomatic reports, and beautifully preserved royal correspondence collected over many centuries. Modern preservation laboratories carefully control temperature, humidity, lighting, and air quality to protect fragile parchment, fading ink, and centuries-old bindings. Conservation experts patiently restore damaged manuscripts using handmade paper, natural fibers, microscopes, precision tools, and traditional restoration techniques developed over decades. Advanced digital scanners capture incredibly detailed images, allowing historians to examine faded handwriting and hidden notes without touching priceless original documents. One of the archive's most famous collections preserves the complete records of Galileo Galilei's trial before the Roman Inquisition during the 17th century. Court transcripts, scientific observations, witness testimony, personal letters, and official judgments reveal a far more complex story than many popular accounts suggest. Galileo's documents illustrate the difficult relationship between scientific discovery, religious authority, political influence, and the rapidly changing ideas of Renaissance Europe. Astronomical sketches, telescope observations, planetary calculations, and handwritten notes remain preserved as remarkable evidence of one of history's defining scientific debates. Another extraordinary manuscript, known as the Chinon parchment, completely transformed historical understanding of the legendary Knights Templar after centuries of misunderstanding. Elegant Latin handwriting, official papal seals, and carefully recorded testimony revealed that Pope Clement V granted absolution to the Templar leaders before political events changed everything. This remarkable discovery reminded historians that a single forgotten document can overturn historical assumptions accepted for hundreds of years. Every rediscovered manuscript, faded letter, and overlooked parchment demonstrates why original historical evidence remains far more valuable than speculation or popular legend. But perhaps the archive's greatest political story was written not by scientists or knights, but by one determined English king seeking permission that would forever change Europe. That request arrived inside a beautifully handwritten royal letter whose consequences would reshape religion, politics, and the future of an entire nation. Another remarkable collection preserves the original correspondence exchanged between King Henry VIII of England and the Vatican during one of Europe's greatest political crises. Henry VIII requested permission to annul his marriage to Catherine of Aragon, sending royal letters decorated with elegant signatures, colorful wax seals, and official Tudor emblems. Years of negotiations unfolded through handwritten diplomatic correspondence carried across Europe by trusted messengers traveling between royal courts, castles, and the Vatican. When Pope Clement VII refused the request, the decision triggered events that eventually led England to break away from the authority of the Roman Catholic Church. Those surviving letters reveal how a handful of carefully written pages permanently altered the religious and political history of an entire nation. Beyond famous rulers, the archive preserves reports written by ambassadors, explorers, bishops, merchants, and scholars describing remarkable journeys across Europe, Asia, and the Mediterranean. Beautiful hand-drawn maps accompany many of these reports, illustrating coastlines, rivers, castles, trade routes, mountain passes, and ancient cities known during their time. Financial ledgers record the enormous cost of constructing magnificent cathedrals, libraries, hospitals, monasteries, and Renaissance buildings that still inspire visitors today. Architectural drawings, engineering sketches, and construction plans reveal how master builders transformed ambitious ideas into some of Europe's most recognizable landmarks. Collections of Renaissance artwork include correspondence with celebrated painters, sculptors, architects, and craftsmen whose masterpieces continue attracting millions of visitors every year. Today, qualified historians from leading universities apply for carefully supervised access to selected manuscripts, diplomatic correspondence, scientific records, and historical collections. Inside secure reading rooms, priceless documents rest on specially designed supports while researchers examine every page beneath controlled lighting and climate conditions. Modern conservation specialists restore damaged parchment using handmade paper, natural fibers, precision instruments, microscopes, and restoration techniques developed through decades of expertise. High-resolution scanners, multispectral imaging, and artificial intelligence now help historians recover faded handwriting, hidden annotations, and damaged text once believed permanently lost. In 2020, Pope Francis opened the archives of Pope Pius XII, allowing researchers to examine thousands of wartime documents, diplomatic reports, and personal correspondence. These newly available records continue helping historians better understand the Vatican's diplomatic role during the Second World War through authentic historical evidence. Despite these extraordinary discoveries, stories about hidden relics, Atlantis, lost biblical books, advanced civilizations, and extraterrestrial visitors continue capturing public imagination. Professional historians distinguish carefully between documented evidence and popular speculation, reminding us that extraordinary claims require equally extraordinary historical proof. Ironically, the archive's greatest treasure has never been mythical artifacts, but millions of authentic letters, maps, diaries, scientific observations, and historical records preserved across centuries. Every faded manuscript, royal signature, ancient map, and wax seal connects modern readers with the people whose decisions quietly shaped civilizations throughout history. The Vatican Apostolic Archive reminds us that history is never truly finished because every unopened document may still contain another forgotten story waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed uncovering this remarkable mystery, subscribe to Arcanum Studio and join us for our next video into history's greatest secrets.